This is the complete tutorial on how to modify the system in Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 Pro Snapdragon. I want you guys to know the procedure as a whole so you guys can understand the flow. It may look intimidating, but by the end of this video, you will learn on how to have two types of system. One is stock ROM with root and fast charging custom kernel, and the another one is custom ROM with root and fast charging custom kernel. All the file needed is in the link down below together with the citation link where I learned all of this. Let's do this. First is how to brick the phone. This step you don't need to follow. I just gonna show it. You can skip if you want to. So you're gonna go into this file and we're gonna copy this file into the SD card of the phone. The first step is to turn off the phone. Then we're gonna enter TWRP mode by pressing the power button and volume up button. The next step is we're gonna go into wipe. We're gonna go into advanced wipe and we're gonna choose Dalvik Art Cache and Cache. And then we're gonna swipe to wipe. And then we're gonna go back to main menu. We're gonna go to install. We're gonna go to brick phone. We're gonna go to install image. We're gonna choose this file as TWRP v2. We're gonna choose recovery. And we're gonna swipe to confirm flash. And then we're gonna choose reboot system. We have successfully boot into the system. The next step is we're gonna turn off the phone and enter the TWRP mode again. To enter the TWRP mode, we're gonna press the power button and volume up button. We're gonna choose this. We're gonna choose English. We're gonna swipe to allow modification. We're gonna press reboot and we're gonna reboot into the system. Okay, as you guys can see, the phone is now boot loop. I'm gonna prove it again. Okay, so we have now successfully bricked the phone. The next step is to unbrick the phone. Okay, we're gonna go into this unbrick phone file. We're gonna go to step by step and we're gonna go into this link to disable the driver signature enforcement. Okay, so from here it's different from Windows 7 64-bit to Windows 10 or Windows 8. Since I'm using Windows 7 64-bit, I'm gonna use this method. So we're gonna open CMD. I'm gonna run as administrator. Press yes. Gonna highlight all the code. Gonna right click copy. Gonna go back to the CMD. Gonna right click paste. Gonna press enter. Same goes to the second code. We're gonna highlight all the second code. Right click copy. Then we're gonna go back to CMD. Right click paste enter. The next step is you need to restart the computer. I have do it before. I don't need to do it again. So the next step is we're gonna go into this unbrick phone file. We're gonna install the Mi Flash tool. Gonna double click this. Next, next, next. If there is a permission asked, you're just gonna press yes to all of it. I have installed it before, so I don't have many permission. Okay, I'm gonna press close. So right now the Mi Flash tool has been installed. Next step is we're gonna extract this Kenzo global image. We're gonna right click, extract here. Since this is a big file, it takes some time. Okay, after you have done extracting the file, the next file we need to extract is this fastboot edl-v2. But before that, we're gonna make a new folder. We're gonna name the folder fastboot edl, and we're gonna drag this zip file into fastboot edl. We're gonna open the fastboot edl and we're gonna extract the file here. Okay, the next step is we're gonna enter the fast boot mode from the brick phone. We're gonna press the power button and volume down button. The next step is we're gonna plug in the USB cable from the PC to the phone. Okay, after we have plugged in the phone, we're gonna go into this fastboot edl folder and we're gonna go into this reboot. We're gonna right click and run as administrator. We're gonna press yes. By the time I press any key to continue, the phone will go blank and with red light blinking. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna press any key to continue. The next step is we're gonna open the Mi Flash tool. Gonna press yes, and we're gonna go to select. We're gonna go to Project Xiaomi. We're gonna go to unbrick phone, and we're gonna choose this Kenzo global image. Remember to choose the parent folder, not the image. So we'll choose this. We're gonna press OK. We're gonna hit refresh, and we're gonna press flash. After we have finished flash, we gonna unplug the phone from the USB and we're gonna turn on the phone. We have successfully boot into the system. That means that we have successfully unbrick the phone. As a proof, we're gonna go into the setting. We're gonna go into about phone, and you can see here we are now at MIUI 9 with Android version 6.0.1 Marshmallow. The next step is we're gonna skip unlock bootloader to install TWRP. We need to go into the setting, and if you guys have login the Xiaomi account, you need to log out. We're gonna go into Mi account. Okay, you need to sign out before we proceed. After you have signed out, you need to go into about phone. You need to go to MIUI 9, and we're gonna click until it said you are now a developer. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go into additional setting. We're gonna go into developer option, and we're gonna enable the OEM unlocking. We're gonna press enable, and we're gonna enable the USB debugging. Okay, after we have enabled both of these, we're gonna turn off the phone. Okay, after we have turned off the phone, we gonna enter the fast boot mode by pressing the power button and volume down button. And then after we have entered the fast boot mode, we're gonna plug in the phone to the PC using USB cable. The next step is we're gonna continue from the computer. After we have entered the fast boot mode and plug in the phone, the next step is we're gonna go back into the unbrick phone folder. We're gonna go to fast boot EDL, and we're gonna press reboot. We're gonna right click, run as administrator, gonna press yes, and by the time I press any key to continue, the screen will go blank with red light blinking. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna press any key to continue. After we have entered the EDL mode, the next step is we're gonna go into this skip unlock bootloader and install TWRP folder. We're gonna go into this zip file. We're gonna right click, we're gonna extract here. The next step is we're gonna open Xiaomi Flash tool. We're gonna press yes. We're gonna go into select. We're going to Project Xiaomi. We're gonna go to number 3, skip unlock bootloader and install TWRP. And we're gonna choose TWRP_ZXC. Remember to choose the parent folder, which is TWRP_ZXC, not the image. We're gonna press OK. We're gonna hit refresh, and we're gonna press the flash button. Okay, after the flash is done, the next step is very important. But the phone still connect to the PC and the phone still blank with red light blinking, we gonna press the power button and volume up button at the same time. If you guys fail to do this step, that means you need to flash the TWRP again and do this step again. Now it is safe to unplug the USB from the phone. Okay, after we have successfully entered the TWRP, since it is in Chinese, we need to turn it into English. We're gonna choose this, and we're gonna choose this globe, and we're gonna choose English, and we're gonna press this. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna reboot into the system. Okay, as you guys can see, we have successfully boot into the system. As a proof, I gonna enter the TWRP mode again. By first, we're gonna turn off the phone, and then we're gonna press the power button and volume up button. Okay, So we have successfully entered the TWRP mode again. So that means we are now officially installed the TWRP. We're gonna reboot into the system back. The next step is we're gonna root the stock MIUI ROM. We're gonna go into this folder and we're gonna copy these two files into the SD card. After we have copied the file into the SD card, the next step is we're gonna turn off the phone. And then we're gonna enter the TWRP mode by pressing the power button and volume up button. The next step is we're gonna go into mount, and then we're gonna choose system, and then we're gonna go back to main menu, and then we're gonna go into wipe. We're gonna go to advanced wipe. We're gonna choose Dalvik Art Cache together with cache, and we're gonna swipe to wipe. The next we're gonna go back to main menu, and then we're gonna go to install. We're gonna select storage. We're gonna choose micro SD card. I'm gonna press OK. I'm gonna go to project Xiaomi. I'm gonna choose root stock ROM, and then we're gonna install this SR5 Super SU. We're gonna swipe to confirm flash. After we have finished install, we're gonna go back. The next step is we're gonna install this lazy flasher, and then we're gonna swipe to confirm flash. After we have done flashing that, we're gonna reboot into system. It's gonna take a couple of restart. Okay, we have successfully boot into the system. As you guys can see, we right now have the Super SU application. The next step is we're gonna verify. We're gonna go to Play Store. We're gonna download the file named root checker. We're gonna open the application. We're gonna press verify root. As you guys can see, it shows that congratulations, root access is properly installed. That means we have successfully installed and verified that we have the root. Okay guys, this is the Samsung Note 5 charger. This is an original charger. So we will using this charger to verify if the fast charging has been enabled or not. Okay guys, but right now it's fast charging disabled with stock ROM and stock kernel. It's around that range, about 1100 to 1300. The next step is we're gonna download application called IDA64. I'm gonna open the apps. I'm gonna go into devices. Here we can see the fingerprint scanner. It is FPC102X. The next step is we're gonna go into this kernel file, and we're gonna copy this Kenzo MIMM into the SD card. The next step is we're gonna turn off the phone, and then we're gonna enter the TWRP mode by pressing the power button and volume up button. Next, we're gonna go into wipe. We're gonna go into advanced wipe. We're gonna choose Dalvik Art Cache together with cache, and we're gonna swipe to wipe. We're gonna go back to main menu. We're gonna go into install. We're gonna select storage, micro SD card. We're gonna go into kernel, and we're gonna choose this Kenzo MIMM. MI stand for MIUI, MM stand for marshmallow. I'm gonna choose this. I'm gonna swipe to confirm flash. I'm gonna press next. I'm gonna press OK. We're gonna choose FPC1020 as we have go to IDA64 before. I'm gonna choose enforcing Linux. I'm gonna press next. I'm gonna choose disable for double tap to wake. I'm gonna press next. we're gonna choose gaming config, press next. This one I'm gonna choose enable. For this one, for quick charge, I'm gonna choose this 2400 mAh, press next. This one I just gonna choose no for standard color, press next. I'm gonna press next, next. I'm gonna swipe to unlock, and we're gonna reboot into system. We have now successfully boot into the system. We're gonna go into setting. We're gonna choose about phone. So you guys can see the kernel version right now is 3.10.108 Radon v6. Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you guys this. We're gonna plug in this original Samsung charger that have the fast charging technology. Okay, the next step is we're gonna go to this ampere application. Then we're gonna see how much the milliamp. Okay, we're gonna wait until it's stabilized. Okay, it's increasing. Okay, as you guys can see, we are now reaching around 2440 milliamp. So that's mean that we already now have a quick charge right now. So when you turn off the phone and turn on the back, you can see this down below, there has a quick charge. Next, we're gonna learn on how to back up the stock ROM. First step is we're gonna turn off the phone. Then we're gonna enter TWRP mode by pressing the power button and volume up button. Next, we're gonna go into backup. We're gonna make sure the boot, system and data is selected. Next, we're gonna select the storage. We're gonna choose micro SD card. We're gonna press OK, and then we're gonna swipe to backup. Okay, so right now we have done backup the stock ROM. Next, we're gonna reboot into system. So we have successfully boot into the system. Next, we're gonna learn on how to install the custom ROM. Next, we're gonna learn on how to flash custom ROM. First, we're gonna go into this flash custom ROM file, and we're gonna copy this RR file into the SD card. After we have copied the file into the SD card, we're gonna turn off the phone. Then we're gonna enter TWRP mode by pressing the power button and volume up button. Next, we're gonna go into wipe. We're gonna go into advanced wipe, and we're gonna choose Dalvik Art Cache, System, Data, and Cache. And then we're gonna go to swipe to wipe. After we finish, we're gonna go back to main menu. Then we're gonna go into install. We're gonna select storage, micro SD card. We're gonna go into flash custom ROM. We're gonna go to file RR, and then we're gonna choose this RR, and we're gonna swipe to confirm flash. After we have finished flashing the ROM, we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna choose this OpenGApps Pico, and we're gonna swipe to confirm flash. After we have finished install the GApps, we're gonna reboot into system. It may take some time before it can reboot into the system. Okay, so we have successfully boot into the system. We have now successfully boot into the system. As a proof, I'm gonna go into the setting. I'm gonna go into about phone. As you can see here, RROS version. Next, we're gonna install the root checker. Then we're gonna open the application. Agree. Get started. I'm gonna press verify root. Grant. Congratulations, root access is properly installed. This custom ROM is come with pre-rooted, so we don't need to install the Super SU. Okay guys, the next step is we're gonna install the custom kernel on the custom ROM. Make sure you guys have reboot first. After install the custom ROM, first we're gonna go into this folder kernel, and we're gonna copy this cmng. This one is for Android Nougat. So we're gonna copy this file and we're gonna paste it on the SD card. Next, we're gonna install the custom kernel on the custom ROM. First, we're gonna turn off the phone. Then, we're gonna enter the TWRP mode by pressing the power button and volume up button. Then we're gonna go into wipe, advanced wipe, Dalvik Art Cache and Cache. And we're gonna swipe to wipe. Gonna go back to main menu. I'm gonna go into install. We're gonna select storage, micro SD card. We're gonna go into kernel. And we're gonna choose this CMNG for Nougat Android. And we're gonna swipe to confirm flash. I'm gonna press next. OK. I'm gonna choose default Linux. This one I'm gonna disable double touch to wake. This one I'm gonna choose gaming config. This one I'm gonna choose enable. This one I'm gonna choose quick charge 2400 mAh. This one I'm just gonna choose standard color. This one I'm just gonna choose no. After finish, we're gonna press next. Swipe to unlock. I'm gonna reboot into system. Okay, we have successfully boot into the system. As approved, I'm gonna open the setting. We're gonna go into about phone, and as you guys can see, the kernel version is right now Radon v6. So this means we have successfully installed custom kernel on this custom ROM to enable the fast charging. Next, we're gonna learn on how to restore back to stock ROM. First, we're gonna turn off the phone. Then we're gonna enter TWRP mode by pressing the power button and volume up button. Next, we're gonna go into mount, and we're gonna untick this mount system partition read only. Make sure this one is blank. Gonna back to main menu. Gonna go to restore, select storage. Since I saved the backup in SD card, we're gonna choose SD card. So these are the one that I have made before. We're gonna press this, and we're gonna swipe to restore. Okay, so right now we have finished restore the stock ROM. We're gonna go into reboot system. Okay, so we have successfully boot into the system. As approved, you can see right now we are MIUI 9 with 6.0.1 Android Marshmallow with kernel version Radon v6. So this is the stock ROM that has root and fast charging. If you guys have any question, you can comment down below. Don't forget to like, and happy flashing!